So last class we have discussed about the busting web center content, right? Busting web center content we have discussed in the last class. Today we'll see new requirement in the VIP. Select. So we have it. We will take the two data sets. First data set, invoice data. Second data set, check date. Check date. First data set will take the invoice data. Second data set will take the will take the check data. Second data set will take the check data. For invoice data, we will use the select invoice underscore number, invoice underscore date, invoice underscore amount, invoice amount, invoice type. This column names, right? Client will give the column names. Invoice type. Invoices. And we will pass the parameters. We'll pass the parameters where trunk of invoice date between trunk of invoice date between trunk of so where trunk of invoice date between so we will pass the parameter e underscore from date e underscore. So what is the meaning of this this where condition is? For example, invoice date 2020 to 2022. I want to get the data. So from date to 2020, I will give. To date, I will give 2022. So whatever the invoices created in this date, invoices created 2020 between 2022, how many invoices created? So that data will be bring by using this query. Understand or not? Now we will use the check data. Two data sets we are going to use. Select check number, check date, check date, amount, name, vendor site code, from AP checks and score. Same condition we will use. So you use the check date. So there are the two data sets we are going to create now. After that, we'll pass the parameter. We'll pass the parameter as select data. Select data contains two values. One is invoice, another one is check. Select data contains two values, invoice and check. So we'll pass the parameter as select data. So select data contains two values, invoice and check. Select data contains two values, invoices and check. So when user select invoice data will come in the report. When user select the invoice from select data parameter, invoice data will come in the report. When user select check from select data parameter, data will come in the
So Vamshi, there will be three parameters in this case.
three
Select
parameters.
data parameter from and two dates.
Yeah, this will not be part of in the query.
While running the report, we will select that as the parameter.
Correct. So this is not part of this query. This is in the report level. It will be there.
Okay. So based on this select data, it will pick that particular query.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So that is the way we are handling. So this way you will understand, right, how to conditionally display the data based on the parameter. So that is the real time we are going to use many cases how to display the data based on the particular data set based on the
So
parameter.
basically two different reports, but we are calling from by the parameter.
Two different data sets.
Different. Okay.
In the data model, two different data sets, but in the report level, it should come based on the user selection. So if user select the parameter as select data, it will come. If user select
How about the layout? Layout
will be only one. Layout will be only one. Layout will be only one. We will handle that layout. In one layout, we will handle this. Okay. So first we will create the data set. Browse करना. Create data model. invoice data set. Invoice data. Create the two parameters. So if you want, we can change the names, guys. P to P from date. Save the changes. So in this folder yesterday we have created it. In this folder only I'm very invoice check query data model. Go to the data set. So this is the first data set. So I'm creating another data set here. Create the another data set. So this is another data set. Create another data set. Change this name. Change the name to it. Okay. Immediately it will not refresh. So if you want to select the date picker here, so date picker not coming, right? Date picker, if you want to select, then what you will do? Parameter type should be date. Date. From date to date. Save the changes. So immediately it will not change. It will be like that. From date and to date. So now what I will do? From date and mention date like that. So whatever the date we have mentioned it, based on that only the invoice dates, invoices information will come. There is no invoices for that date. There is no invoices. Bring it down. Maybe invoices. Like, hmm? Now we will pass one more parameter here. Pass another parameter. That is for select data. Select data. Parameter type should be menu. Select data. Parameter type should be menu. So data parameter type should be menu. Okay, I think okay menu. Create, save this one, and go to list of values. Here you can create the select data. Type should be fixed data. Invoices. So previously we have used SQL query to get the data, right? Now we are using fixed data. Previously we have used SQL query to get the data for a list of values, right? Now I am using fixed data, means I am using like this. Click on plus. Now what we will do, whatever the data there, right? So this data we are going to map to this parameter. Select data. So this select data will use the list of numbers. Select data list of values. Understand or not? Like this it will come. Understand or not? Steps, any confusion you can ask me, guys. I can repeat the steps. Okay. So first we have created two data sets here, check data set and invoice data set. Check data set and invoice data set. After that, we have passed the parameters like from date to date and select data. We have passed the select data is the parameter that is not part of the query, and from date and to date is the part of the query. Save the changes. Now next step is we will create the RTF template with that information about data. We'll create the RTF template with that about data sets. So for that, BIP report, new hmm? So the beginnings, I think we need to download this, right? Download this, download the XML file, download the XML file, save as sample data, save as sample data, export. Save as sample data, export. Then what we will do, go to BI publisher, sample XML. So we will design the invoice report, invoice check report. All fields. Right. And we will pass the parameters here. How many parameters are there in our report? How many parameters are there?
Three parameters.
3 parameters are there. So what we will do, click on what we will do. So here select data, from date, select data from date and today. So in the select data, BI publisher field from date, right. Understand or not? Map the two data sets. Map the two data sets in the report. Map the two data sets in the fourth or RT. Map the two data sets in the RT. Okay. After that, map the parameters. Map the parameters in the RT. Map the parameters in the RT. Map the two data sets in the RT. Map the parameters in the RT. So these two completed. Now what we will do? We will write the condition. Write the condition. First we will verify the data coming or not. Save as sampled. Save as here. So now click on video. So in the selected data, we have not passed any parameter. Select data, we have not passed any parameter. That is the reason it is coming null. Select data, we have not passed any parameter. That is the reason it is coming null. Now what we will do?
Vamshi, we can make the parameter as mandatory also, right? We have that option, right?
It is there not required.
Required, yeah, okay.
So now we are going to write the condition. So let's say what you will do? Copy any of the XML. So this condition little bit tricky to understand. This copy this any of the tag. This is called tag, XML tag. Behind that data will be there. Copy this one, paste here. Copy this one, paste here, and select double click here. Copy this one, paste here, and double click here. Word properties. Add help text. Add help text. So you have to write like this, guys. You have to write the if condition. You have to write if condition like this. If colon go to select. So this take this parameter name. Take this parameter name. Select data. Select data equal to, and the parameter value, whatever the values we have defined right here in the list of values. Take this value. Take this value. Take this. Click on OK. And you write like this. After you open the if, right, you need to close the if condition. How to close the if condition? Select data, word properties, you write end if, add help text, Here you can remove everything. This is the syntax you need to follow. Click on. Mention the select data and if. So that means this condition will be satisfied when the parameter value invoices, this will be true and this data will be displayed. If the parameter you have selected check, this condition will be failed, this data will not be displayed. So the parameter condition I will mention in the condition. Write the condition to display, select the data. Select. Okay. For end if, and now what is the next step, guys? Copy this one. Copy this one. Next one. Right. Save the changes. Save the changes. So that means if user selected the list of values in the data set, if user select the invoices here, this value will be check this condition. So if user select the invoices, this will be print. If user select the check, this will be print. Now let's say so now this is not coming, the data not coming. Why? Both the conditions are failed. Both the conditions are failed. That is the reason it is not coming here. Understand or not? For your better understanding, I will download the XML file. I will download the XML file invoices. Click on. For testing purpose, we have to do guys like this. Save as sample data. Export. Export. So now what we will do here, sample like this. Now you tell me guys which one will be print. We have selected the invoices and downloaded the XML file, and I loaded this XML file into here. So now which one will be fail or which one will be success? Invoices will be success. Invoices will be success. Now let me click on. See, checks are not coming. Understand or not?
So it is mandatory to load the data again only.
Huh?
It is mandatory to load the data, XML data again.
See, I want to check, right, whether invoices condition working or not. Because the old XML file, the parameter value not selected, right, in the old XML sheet. In this XML file, I have not selected the parameter value, right? So in the testing purpose only, I have done that one.
Okay.
See, what I mean to say is, if you go to the old XML, see the old XML.
We have selected all, I think.
I have selected all, right. Here, the parameter value it is showing null right here. Did you observe?
Yes.
Now, if you look at the one, here it is. Okay. Now upload this template. Upload this template. Upload this template. Save. Create report. Use report editor. Use report editor. Use report editor. Oh, nice. Very or PT. Upload. Noise check. Right. Yes. Type should be. Okay, should be English. Upload. So view report. So why it is coming error is guys, because we pass a null right here. So basically what will happen is when the report open, okay, when the report open, because of we pass a null, because it is taking null right by default, that is the reason it is coming error. So there are two solutions for this. What you will do, you need to pass the from date and to date NVL you can add, so that error will not come. Or another approach is, there is a setup in there. There is a setup when you are not entering the parameter values, we will stop the query execution. So that setup I will show you. NVL we already use for other requirements, right? Now what I will do, go to this query report. Edit. Why error is coming? I am telling, because we have not used the NVL condition for the parameters, right? So that is the reason error is coming. So we can stop the query execution on report open. How to do that? So go to the properties. So auto run. So what is happening, because of the query running, we have not used NVL conditions in the query level. So that is the reason it is failing. So what we are doing, without parameters entering, we don't want to execute the query. So that is the reason we check the now see, now there is no error coming. Select the invoices. Right. Understand. So this parameters why error is coming, understand guys, or do you want to repeat? So why error is coming is because in the parameter values we have put the empty, right? So empty means it is coming error. Why? Because it is expecting the value. So either you can use the NVL or you can do this setup. So that means without entering the parameters, that the query, the report will not execute. It will be blank. And enter the values, we can apply, and data will come accordingly. When you select the check also, it will come check data. Understand, guys? So there are some more requirements are there in this report that we will see in tomorrow class. Thank you.